Hello everyone, welcome to Blackheath Flower Club. Today I wanted to show you a glamorous garden arrangement, and I have a really nice jug here that I got in a local charity shop, and I don't think I'd ever been able to afford that unless it was in the charity shop. It's so lovely. I'm going to use everything that I've got in the garden and also some materials from a friend. So the main flowers that I'm using are flower spikes or phormium, and that is New Zealand flax. And we can't really show you how long these were, but they were 6-foot long flowers that we cut in half. So we're using 4 of these, 1 in each corner. I will try to turn the arrangement round, but I haven't got a Lazy Susan which will whiz round easily, so I'll be fighting a bit with these twiggy bits. I've just got water in my jug, nothing else. I'm not using wire and I'm not using floral foam. I mean, sometimes that makes arranging things more difficult because you haven't got a solid structure, but with this arrangement, and if you used twigs instead of this, you can use the stalks of the plants to put other flowers against. So the front looks the same as the back really, so I won't bother turning it around.
And you've cut them in half. They were twice that length.
I've cut them in half.
Yeah.
So that is the flower spike of the phormium of flax, and this is the leaf of the phormium. Now they're from New Zealand. You often hear it called New Zealand flax, and it was very important in New Zealand culture. They used the fibres of the plant to make clothes, to make baskets, to
Loads of different things.
I've just realised I've done this the wrong way around. Fishing nets, cords, all sorts of things. It was one of the main plants that they used. So I've just put in these lovely leaves to go one way. And I also, in my garden, I have these huge hydrangeas. Let me show you.
Stunning.
They are
stunning.
Absolutely massive. And I really don't know what to do with them, but I thought I'm going to try and use them today, and I've got one that I'm going to use. So I'm putting that in the front of my arrangement, and I'm putting it with some hydrangea leaves that are very, very lovely.
Yeah, gorgeous colour, aren't they?
Lovely colour. So that's my main focus, and because it's absolutely massive, I have to put it against another massive leaf. Now I've got some arum lilies in the garden, and here's a huge massive leaf.
Yeah, ginormous, aren't they?
So I'm going to use that against the hydrangea. I think I'll try and turn it around to you in a second. Here we go. Everybody watch their heads. There's the leaf. Big leaf against the big flower.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've got the phormium leaves going that way, so I'm going to put in something against that. I'm going to put in the fern that I've got. I've got lots of fern in my garden, very useful. You can use it long, you can use it short.
They grow everywhere, ferns, don't they?
Yeah, and it's got a nice open texture compared to the flax here, so that's quite a nice contrast, because you want contrast in an arrangement if you can get it.
Yes.
Another thing, everybody's quite obsessed about what number of flowers do you use. Well, I had 2 huge flower spikes, so I've used them, I've cut them into 4. That's an even number. People are a bit scared of using an even number, but you don't want to waste this amazing flower. The same with these lilies that I've got. I've only got 4 of them. I haven't got 5, so I'm going to have to use 4.
Are they stargazers?
They're stargazers.
Yes,
They grow
lovely.
quite easily. You can put them in your garden. You can cut them down in the winter, and they'll come back. And like most of this material, I'm taking off the leaves off the stem. I'm using it just as it is. So I've got 4 of these to put in, and I'm making sure the leaves are not in the water. So the others have already taken the leaves off.
These are the ones you prepared earlier.
Sorry, Carol, I'm probably rushing. Yeah, some I prepared earlier. So I'm just putting them around my hydrangea so that it emphasises the flower. And there's a leaf here that's in the way. I'm taking it off because I want you to be able to see it. I'm going to turn it around in a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4 lilies. Here we go, round again. You're starting to see a bit. And you can see now my hydrangeas at one level, my lilies at another level, and the
you've got a leaf on top of the hydrangea.
I will take it off. Let's get rid of that.
Better?
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, also in the garden at this time I've got some goldenrod. I planted it at the back of the border and it turned up at the front. It's a very spiky, tall plant, and I've taken the middle of it out, so it's not quite as dominant when you put it in. I've got a tall bit to go, what I'm calling the back of my arrangement, but actually this arrangement is going to be viewed.
Did you say you cut the middle off at the top?
I cut the top off, sorry. Can you see what I mean?
Yes, through
the middle point of it is gone.
Yes.
So I put that in another arrangement that I have around. Here we go. I think that's all right there. And then I've just got some roses to add. The colours I used were pink and white, and then I've also got red because the flower spikes are actually orangey red when they come out. Oh, and I forgot to say, a friend did tell me that if you dry these pods that you can use them to make tea. Now I'm not going to recommend it to you, but I'm just telling you that my friend said you could.
Oh, they're still alive.
I have never tried that tea.
No.
That might be quite funny. So here I've got some roses. Again, take the leaves off that might go in the water because they would smell with bacteria that would develop, and I'm just putting them in. I can actually suspend them a bit higher than they actually are if I want to, because I've put the water quite deep in my jug.
I suppose that's a good thing. It's water, so when things die, you can just replace them and put more water in. Different things.
Some flowers will last longer than others, and you can replace them. Yes, why not? Here we go. I think we're done, Carol. You probably won't see my tummy now because I've made such a glamorous arrangement.
Could you can smile over the top.
There you go.
That's lovely.
Well, I hope that encourages you to go in your garden and cut some things down. Have some fun.
And well done, Richard. Lovely floral arrangement.